Sue McMahon and I'm cookery editor of Woman's Weekly magazine, and I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate roulade. The roulade that I'm going to make is going to have an Irish cream filling in it, but it works just as well to do it with a plain cream filling as well. To start making the roulade, I've got in the bowl of the food mixer 6 large eggs, and I'm going to add to that 175 grams of caster sugar. It's easiest to do this if you have a tabletop mixer because it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to whisk it up until it's at full volume. But if you don't have a mixer like this, what you can do is put a bowl over a pan of simmering water and then use a hand whisk, and that will help to speed it up a little bit. So when it's finished whisking, it should be very light and frothy. So you can see that it's come up quite a lot in the bowl because it's got so much air incorporated with it. So now I'm going to sift over the top 2 tablespoons of cocoa, and also I'm going to add 200 grams of melted dark chocolate. So it's 1 bar of dark chocolate, and I've melted it and I've let it cool slightly, but not enough so that it's reset. So adding the cocoa and the chocolate really makes this a nice rich chocolate roulade. And then I fold this into the egg, taking care not to knock out too much of the air. Okay, so now that's mixed, I've got a Swiss roll tin which is approximately 23 by 33 centimetres, and I'm going to pour the mixture into it. If you hold it low and close to the Swiss roll tin, it keeps the air in the mixture. I'm just going to tilt the tin and let it spread out to the corners. It needs to bake at 180 degrees centigrade, which is gas mark 4, for about 20 minutes. So when the roulade is almost cooked, I'm going to dust the sheet of baking parchment with some icing sugar. So this is all ready to turn the roulade out onto it. And for the roulade, it's ready when you press the centre of it and it springs back lightly when you touch it. So I'm going to take it out of the oven and then turn this out onto the baking parchment. And now while it cools, I'm going to cover it with a clean, damp tea towel. And that just helps to keep it moist so it won't dry up too much and crack when I roll it up. And I leave that now until it's completely cold. So once the roulade is cold, you can prepare the filling for it. I've got in the bowl 450 millilitres of double cream, and I'm going to whisk this until it reaches soft peaks. So once the mixture has started to hold its shape, I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of Irish cream liqueur, and I've got in the bowl 3 tablespoons of icing sugar. So I'm going to stir this in. So I'm just beating it very lightly just to make sure it thickens so it's a spreadable consistency. But I'm always very careful not to over whisk it or to overbeat it because it will separate. So you want it to stay nice and soft. So once that's done, I now need to prepare the roulade. So I'm going to take the cloth off it and peel away the lining paper. The edges of it tend to go a little bit crispy, so I'm going to use a long knife with a serrated blade to trim away the edges. And then I'm going to put the cream on top. Then I'm going to spread the cream out with the palette knife. and then I'm going to loosely roll it up. So I find it easier to start with the side closest to me and then use the paper that you turned it out on to help roll it up. And then just make sure the paper comes away from it. Don't worry if sometimes the topping will stick to the paper. You could transfer it to a serving plate. And then pull the paper away totally. And then before serving it, you dust the top with lots of icing sugar. And this will disguise any cracks on the top. So that's a finished chocolate roulade.